Hello, collective. Yeah. Hello, collective. My name is April. I am a psychic medium and intuitive reader. And we'll see what messages we're going to have today. We're going to see what messages we have today for you. Okay? Alright. Messages we have for the collective. I'm going to thank my ancestors, spirit guides, for the messages that we're about to receive. So let's see what we have, what message we have for the collective. The messages surround, what energy surround the collective? What energy surrounding the collective? Okay, so the energy surrounding the collective. So the energy surrounding the collective. It looks like you collective, it looks like you worry about something. Seems like you worry about something. It looks like you have to have a choice, that you have to make a choice. And there's a situation as well that you need to walk away from. And this decision is a difficult decision. Okay, collective. It could be you have to walk around, you have to walk away from a certain person or a certain situation. I also hear like you outgrew someone, or you outgrew a situation. It does not serve you anymore. And there's things that you really regret about in the past, okay? And it's like you outgrew this situation that does not serve you. It looks like you're about to find happiness somewhere else, okay? When it comes to a situation that you're in, or a certain person you have to walk away from. But it looks like on the other side, there's something greater that's going to happen for you, okay? You're taking charge of your life. You're taking control of your life. And you always have someone else to make a decision for you. You always like did things whatever what someone else is trying, that they want you to do for your own life. And now you're taking charge, and now you are making a decision for your own life, and you're no longer going to do things other people want you to do. And yeah. You're also discovering things. You finding out things. You discovering new opportunities in your life, and you don't want no one else to like tell you what you should be doing, how you should be living. Like, you was tired of that. You used to live for other people, but now you are living for yourself, collective. You are living for yourself, okay? You're no longer going to live for other people or what other people are telling you. And I hear parents. So some of you might have parents that try to tell you how to live your life. You probably have parents that tell you what you should be doing with your future. Okay, now you like, I don't want to live for you. I want to live for me. And that's why I'm seeing with you, collective, that you want to live for yourself, okay? You want to live for yourself. You're just tired of people telling you what to do and how to live, okay? And now you're breaking free from the shackles of other people and their opinions of your own life. You're breaking, you're just breaking free. That's what I'm seeing you doing, collective. And it's something in the past, like, you know, with the Six of Cups. It's something in the past that you were going through, and now you breaking free from it. That people was giving you, thinking that you are small, okay? People was thinking that you small, and you are thinking big, collective. So they wanted you to just fit in this little box of their expectations, and you like, no, I don't want that. So it's like you stand up for yourself, collective. It's like you voicing yourself. It's like you had enough of people trying to tell you what you should do, how you should live, how you should talk. Like, you are breaking free from the mold of society. You breaking free from the mold of what other people have put on you. You breaking the cycles that your parents want you to be. Like, you breaking everything, collective. And people are going to be mad about it. But you don't care about that, collective, because this is your life that you got to live, not their life. You know, you got to look the Fool card. You got to take a leap of faith. You should, you should know that you're going to be okay when you do this. When you do things that you feel in your spirit that is right, you're going to take that leap of faith. You're going to jump over that gate, and you're like, I'm going to take charge of my own life. And I see that for you, collective. I really see you like taking charge of your own life. Other people will try to tell you how you should act, how you should be, but you like, no, I am not listening to you. I'm no longer going to listen to you. And to your spirit team is like, listen to yourself. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition of what it's telling you. And your intuition is like telling you something else. They might tell you to apply to this job or go to this school, but in your spirit you didn't feel like you should do that, okay? You don't feel like you should just do what they asking you to do, okay? And it's like you really breaking free from this, okay? It's like you breaking free, collective. And also, it was a difficult decision for you, collective. It looks like it was a really difficult decision for you to make. This was not easy decision because of you used to always live by someone else's standards. You used to always live by their standards. You always used to live by what people tell you how to live. You used to do those things, and now you stop doing it, and now people going to be mad. Now you thinking for yourself. Not only you thinking for yourself, you being selfish. You setting boundaries with people. Like, no, it's good that you give me advice, but don't tell me how I should live. Okay, that's what you doing, collective. See, you got the Moon card. You got the Moon card. You're taking your own path in life, okay? You're taking your own path because this is your path. This is your journey. This is not their journey. They cannot sit there and tell you how you should walk your own path. No. There's people out here that will tell you like, oh yeah, you should do it this way. You should do it that way. But in your spirit, you feel like you are not going to do it like that, okay? You are not going to do it like that. You're going to take charge of your own life, okay? And this is going to lead to isolation. And it's going to lead you to be the hermit, okay? This situation is going to lead you to isolation, collective. And now you're going to be like, did I make the right choice? Did I'm alone right now. I'm by myself right now going through this path. But Spirit's telling you, you're going to be just fine, okay? And, on your path, I see you also with the 10 of Cups. You're going to have people who are going to stand by you. You're going to have people who going to be happy that you're on the path that you're on. You're not living for someone else. You're living for yourself. That's what Spirit's saying. You are living for yourself, not someone else, not how someone wants you to be, not how someone wants you to act like or how they want you to talk like, not even how they want you to wear certain clothes that you wear. They don't know. This is your life, collective. And you're going to do what you feel is right for your life, okay? It don't matter what everybody else thinks of you. It don't matter what everybody else say about you. Let them talk. If they're going to talk about you, like, let them talk. Let them talk. Because at the end, when you go through your journey and you make it to the other side, they're going to ask you how you did it, okay? They're going to ask you how did you make it on the other side? The same people that talk about you are going to ask you questions, okay? They're going to ask you how you do it. And that's how they're going to do. And it also, I also feel like you're also going to have some people who are going to hate on you on your path, okay? You're also going to receive something, collective. I see you receiving something, a reward, okay, for doing what's right for you. Once you go through this path, you're going to see some blessings. You're going to see things pouring into your life that you never expect before. And also on this path, like I said, with the 5 of Swords, you're going to see some haters, okay? I ain't going to lie. You're going to have some haters on your path that wants to stop you, that wants to cut you down, that wants to don't want to see you do greater than you doing, that wants to stop you from being you and want to stop you from your path. You're going to have people like that. They're going to try to stop you from what you're doing. And see, with the High Priestess, you got to trust yourself. You got to trust your intuition. That's the only thing you have, collective, is your intuition, okay? You got to exercise that intuition. Some of you got to exercise your intuition, okay? Some of you got to exercise it, all right? So I see some, like I said before, I see some people hating on you. Don't want to see you do greater, okay? They're going to try to do everything in their power to stop you. Spirit's telling you to walk away from this, okay? With 6 of Swords, walk away from the people that don't serve you. Walk away from these haters, okay? Don't let them know everything about you, okay? And leave it up to your spirit guides, your ancestors, to fight your battles, okay? Or God, God's source, whoever you believe in, collective. And with the 6 on Wands, you're going to see success. On the other side is victory. The other side, you're going to have success. You'll be able to, people are going to also, what I see with the 6 of Wands, people are also going to see your victory. They're going to see it, okay? It is not going to be hidden. They're going to see it. So they're going to they're going to be wild about how did that person do that, okay? You're also going to have some partnership. It could be a lover. It could be a business partner. It could be someone who, a friend who wants to be around you, okay? That's going to push you along the way of this path. But you guys to get your head on straight. You guys to write down your goals. You guys to take action of your life. You got to take action of your life, okay? You got to do those things, collective. And I also hear you got to get out of your head. You got to get out of your head, collective. You got to take charge of your life again. As well, you are taking charge, okay? You have anxiety. You also worrying, okay? With the Nine of Swords, you are worrying about what people think about you. You worrying about how it's going to affect someone else. No, collective. Don't do that, okay? Don't worry about how this is going to affect someone else. This is your journey. This is your life, okay? You know who you are. You know you're a nice, kind person. They know that you are sweet. But sometimes you got to cut these people off because they are hindering you from your purpose. They're hindering you from your path, okay? And they're not going to care about what you got going on. At the end of the day, they're not going to care about what you got going on either. It's like they don't even care. They don't even care. They just want to stop you so you don't be higher than them, okay? It's like a crab in a barrel, okay? Once they see you going up, then they get jealous, okay? Because they don't want to do nothing better for themselves. So they're thinking that you shouldn't either. You shouldn't do better for yourself. And I also hear that they had their chance. They had that chance to be better, do better, and they don't want to do that. Some of you could be going to court. Some of you might was suing someone or had a lawsuit. Spirit's saying that you're going to win this lawsuit. Somebody who's suing, you're gonna win this lawsuit, okay? You're gonna win. Could be people trying to be in your ear about it. Like I'm just seeing someone trying to be in your ear about it. You know, trying to stop you, saying you ain't gonna win. Yeah, these people are toxic. They're full of drama. Okay, they're not the kind of people you should be hanging around anyway. These are not kind of people that want to see you do well, want to see you do better. And this path, this kind of path that you're on, you cannot take them with you, okay? Yeah. You're going to find friendship somewhere else. Spirit, like, you're going to find friendship somewhere else. You're going to find true people who want to be around your corner. You're going to find some true friends, okay? gonna replace the haters that you had that was friends, okay? They're gonna try to get close to you. They're gonna try to get close to you. They're also stalking you, like they're paranoid that you're going to win or you're going to have victory. Okay, could be this is on the court case. The person that you're suing, they're gonna try to like get close to you and see what your blueprint is, so they could tell their lawyer. Okay, I don't know who need to hear this, but that's what I'm hearing. They're paranoid about what you're gonna do next. Okay, they're gonna want a second chance. Okay. They're going to try everything in their power to get in your good graces so you don't sue them or that you don't cut them off from your life, okay? Let me see, wishful thinking, second chance. They're going to want to know if they could get a second chance or they could get closer to you, okay? They're going to try to apologize for what they did. But it's already too late for all of that. And don't forget to take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay? One more card, Spirit. One more card, Collective. Yep, see, apology. They're going to try to come to you in apology. They're going to try to come to you and say they're sorry that they did this, they did that. But it's going to be too late by then, okay? It's going to be too late by then. This could be with the court case. This could be the path that you're taking. This person gonna try to apologize, but they're really not sorry. They're really not sorry. They just don't want you to go through with it. Okay, that's what I see. So this concludes the reading. I want to thank everybody for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like my video, and I'll see you in the next one.